Okay, we are live. Okay, this is just gonna have to be what we're gonna have to do. So it is me and Mr. Jake Reilly from. Let me get the link so I can share this out to people. We're gonna give a few minutes to let everyone get in, and then we'll get on a roll. So, yes, as you might know, yes, Jake Reilly. He was in What You Leave Behind. He played Greg. That was 5 years ago. He visited here, and now he's visiting again. He was also the voice of the president in the Survivor War's End. He was a brief little cameo there. I'm going to send out this link, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. Join in. Yes. I want to get a good watch. I cannot believe it's been 10 years since this movie came out. I'm going to go ahead and share this onto a couple of pages here. Just to let everyone know, because we had to switch over. I just couldn't get OBS to work as well as I wanted to. I would have loved to have been able to do this side-by-side picture, but I just don't have the greatest internet here. So we're going to just have to do it this way. So I'm going to put the video up on my page, and I'm going to let you guys know when I hit start, and then you guys can all hit start, and then we'll watch it all together. I'm just going to send this out, so everyone just kind of get comfortable here. We got a few drinks. Got some drinks and snacks.
And drinks, y'all.
Yeah, Sean Connery and The Rock. Love it. Just got to send this out. All right, send it to the Blue Diamond page. Gonna send it out to the Shaken Not Stirred James Bond fan film group. That way they know what's up. Okay, any other comments? Remember me from the last live stream? Yes, I do. Good to see you. I remember getting this movie recommended me on YouTube back in the day in 2010. It was the first Blue Diamond movie I found cool. I mean, it was the only. It was just that and the price of loyalty. Jake, while I'm putting this up, why don't you talk about how you discovered Blue Diamond?
One day I was just randomly browsing through YouTube, watching Bond fan trailers, and then as I'm reading through the comments of, I think it was an Honor Majesty Secret Service one, I see him promoting Price of Loyalty, which led me to check it out. Next thing you know, I'm watching it all the way through and enjoying it very much. That led me to subscribe and start kind of chatting with him a bit more. And all these years later, we're now best buddies.
Yeah, really. I mean, yeah, because then I saw his channel and stuff, and we just started just chatting, and I was making fan trailers and stuff back then, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. I just started from that. Let me see here. I have one more page I'm going to share this to, and then we'll get ourselves going here in about 4 minutes. And we will go ahead and start it. And I will keep everyone up to date on where we are time in the film, what our time code is. So it keeps everyone going. Go ahead. Yeah, crazy. It has been 10 years. It is absolutely nuts. Okay, I'm pulling up the video right now. Do not start. I need it 0. I want to shrink this window down so I can watch both the comment section and this, so I can respond to you guys. I will also go ahead and be kind to you all, and I'll just use the video one. Give me that link. No. So I've sent the link out. Everyone should know. Yeah, that we're doing this. From Smith on Vimeo. There we go. Pull up the movie. I'm gonna pull it up here. There we go. All right. I have the link, and for anyone who needs it, the link to the movie is right there. You guys can be able to access it. We haven't started yet, so let's leave it at 0, 0, 0, 0, all the zeros. So we can start it all together. So it was shot from November 2008 through October 2009, and then came out in June of 2010. I've realized that my poster I made for it says July 2010. I'm like, oops, but it was too late. So, oh well. Errors. Just letting a little bit of a chance to see if anyone else wants to join in. We've only got 4 people right now. It's kind of low. It's hoping for a bigger crowd. Let me shrink this down. Just need it right there. If I can see that. Shouldn't need to see more than that. I'll be able to read you guys' comments. I can blow this up to this size. So, all right. Okay. Maybe I'll just gonna compress this down. So here, just getting everything all set up. Technical difficulty wise. Yeah, feel free to ask questions. I love being able to answer questions about this film. Any comments you guys have, like, hey, what about this? What about this scene? Totally up for that. I'll be eating some chips and some drinks during the movie, so if you guys have anything, you might want to pull it up yourselves. This is a 2-hour movie, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. 6:20. I've given 7 minutes for people to join in, so hopefully more people will show up. And here we go. So everyone, get ready to start. Everyone ready? I'll bring down the countdown so everyone can hit the play button. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. Blue Diamond. Yes, obviously I want to acknowledge the fact that Sean was playing Mr. Banks. Do you recall how many pages the script was? The script was 60 pages. 60 pages. It seems short, but there was a lot of they fight, chase scene. We didn't put in all this stuff. That was just mostly dialogue. So this stuff was filmed in November of 2008. We actually had to redub a few of these lines. We had 2 cameras. We did not have Dustin, who'd play 003 in the movie yet. So we filmed that shot, and then when we filmed this was in May of 2000. And this is in May of 2009. So this is like 6, 7, 8 months later that we actually were able to do these last shots. So me and Sean were like burning up in the heat, wearing the same clothes that we needed for the winter. So there's the discrepancy between these 2 sequences. I don't remember any additional scenes added during filming. Pretty much the script was what it was by the time we started shooting. There were no actually additional end scenes. So, of course, during this whole sequence, we have Bond's face not being revealed yet, keeping it all in the way. That's about the closest you get to seeing my face. Kind of waiting for the reveal. Kind of got some shots of them, everyone climbing and doing stuff like that. We still have those combat vests. Bond, right there, he switched out his fake paintball gun basically for a real gun because he's planning on going off and sneaking out of this operation to go look for Miller. Hey, I'm glad you like it. Hey, Mom, I'm glad you like my film. Appreciate it. And we just see these guards are just kind of, showing. I relieve Sean Mooney's guard so he can keep walking. This is filmed on Sean's camera. This stuff right here, you can actually tell kind of a quality difference because I think he was shooting in 23 frames, and my old DV camcorders are shooting in 30 frames. So like there and that, two different frame qualities. And that's the reason why it's all the like silent shots, because these are of course real guns for this sequence. They're supposed to be like basically like paintball. Boom! I really wanted to do this because I wanted to show that the other double O's are just as they can be just as badass as 007. Because I always felt like it never really showed that the double O's are just as well trained as he is. So I wanted that. Yes, that is correct. The opening scenes do echo Dalton's first. This is very much an homage to the Gibraltar training exercise scene. I mean, he even uses the same music that is used for this.
Yeah,
it was very
that.
intentional. Yeah, and we kind of see how each one of them, they're doing pretty well. That was my goal. Actually, Bond doesn't really do anything at this point. Hasn't done anything. This has just been the other two. Of course, here comes Julian as Yuri, the assassin. He's not playing by the rules. Those were shot 8 months apart. Those two sequences. That's great. And that's when we see Bond's face. Finally get to see Bond. Dustin Butterworth.
Yeah, the main reason I enjoy this one so much is of all the homages to the Living Daylights, which is one of my favorite James Bond movies.
Yeah. There he goes. Get him, Bond.
Like my top two favorites are GoldenEye and Living Daylights, both of which he pays tribute to in this film.
Yeah.
So this movie for me was like candy to me.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just running along these rocks. A lot of the Survivor was filmed around here too. Season 1. Yeah, Survivor season 1 was filmed around here. Oh, like he just shoots that. Just John Alba.
Hold on, you're dead.
That was probably the last piece of filming that we did for that. Now, Julian had done a lot of theater stuff, plus making his own movies. So he was pretty good at doing fight scenes. And I had already had practice from The Price of Loyalty. So when we did this fight scene, we were pretty good at being able to just know what to do with each other to make this look really good. I really actually like the way this fight scene came out. This, yeah, it feels very real because we were kind of hitting each other with like half strengths and stuff. Oh, get the gun. Yeah, actually, you can see the cameraman's shadow actually move off the side of the screen right there, and a couple of our equipment bags are lying in the background. It's kind of funny. Oh.
Death to Spies.
Death to Spies. Here comes 003. Way behind.
So you see, you got a Dalton like outfit.
Yeah. Got the whole combat vest thing going on. The double N-I. Bloody real. That's actually a Hunt for October.
Hunt for October, I was about to say.
Yeah, it's a Hunt for October reference. Did you buy Untitled Chapter for the movie? Actually, my friend Sean bought them originally. He bought 3 of them. One for me, one for my brother, and one for himself for the price of loyalty, actually. I've still got the one my brother gave me his. I still have those 2. Sean has his, I think, still. Yeah, we still have them. They're in my closet right now. And actually, there's a lot of things hidden on this paper. There's a mention of Hans Gruber being from Die Hard, being part of Dark Moon. And there's even a mention in that paper, if you pause and read it, it's like John. It even mentioned John McClane and the Nakatomi Plaza incident from Die Hard.
A little bit of sheer universe there.
Just a little. It was more of a wink and nod.
And Dark Moon is reference to Black Sun, right?
Black Sun from Star Wars. That was the reason why it's Dark Moon. Reference that. This title sequence, Southgate, Jake Southgate, he really nailed it with this. And then the Universals, I just asked them, "Hey, can I use your song for my fan film?" And they said, "Yeah." They were very happy to allow me to use it. So I've always been very proud of that fact that we had this song. It was ours to use. No other fan film had. We actually had permission to use it. It actually comes out really well. Did passerbys ever approach you guys while filming any outdoor action scenes? Not really. We've had a couple of instances. We had one instance when filming when someone did actually call the cops on us, so we had to leave. That was, and I was grateful that time we were just using the orange tips still. We weren't as good about hiding our action scenes. So at this time, we were still just using the orange chips and the guns. So that's why most people didn't bother us. They could see the orange chips and the guns. But someone once did call the cops on us, which made me very nervous when filming my action scenes. But I'd be able to find pretty remote locations for doing that now. Yeah, the song. Yeah, we did actually ask Universals. It was on their, well, they had a website at one point. It was on their website. They actually promoted the film on their website. It was pretty cool. We had so many people involved in this film. It was great. That was one of the greatest things about this film was just the amount of people that were willing to help out. Once people saw the price of loyalty, they were like, "Yeah, I want to join in. I want in on this." So that was pretty legit. There's something wrong. It's a great song. They wrote it for Quantum. So many composers, so many soundtracks used. No, Sean helped me write the script. I don't know how. It's like Sean Phillips. By Thompson. All right. And now back into the movie. Now, this scene, if you've watched behind the scenes of the Shot Revenge, you'll note that this scene was a reshoot of another scene that because we originally, Felix Leiter was played by Brian Mooney, who had been Mark Tyler in The Price of Loyalty, but he was unavailable for the later shoots, so then we got David Laughlin to be Felix. And and then for the third film, we just used Wade instead of Felix because David's become unavailable. We might recast the role in Desert Forever if I decide to have Felix in the movie, which I guess is fitting because. I mean, the cast of them, yeah. Operation Patriot, and connection to the previous Bond film. There's a couple references here and there to the previous movie, but not too much. This was a hot day to be wearing these clothes in this place.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah. Sean doing his best to record walking backwards. I think that was his script. Nice little reference to License to Kill, mentioning his prosthetic leg that he has now. So this is the Bond continuity is kind of all over the place. So I just say that this is set post License to Kill.
That works. Better than the novel continuity where like Felix's robot leg gets chewed off in the License to Kill novelization for whatever reason.
Do you ever use shot lists, or had you start shooting these dialogue scenes kind of on the day and kind of figured out, oh, I kind of had an idea in my head and we kind of went with it? And we just kind of went from there. Me and Sean would just discuss how do we want to shoot it, and we just shoot it. At this point, we were not using shot lists. We were learning on the fly pretty much how to make this film. Funny, this is actually not too far away from where I live, literally down the road, like 100 yards. And then this was all the way out in Millersburg. In fact, this is the same warehouse that's used in What You Leave Behind. Is where Greg.
Right, it looks very familiar too.
Yes, the one where Greg and his men are hanging out. Same exact warehouse, only 6 years prior to filming What You Leave Behind. But yeah, I wanted a GoldenEye sequence, GoldenEye prologue, the pre-title sequence style. I love that sequence so much. So
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, the character shot. Yeah, I wanted Felix and Bond to look like they've been old pals, but Felix also is not like a field operative usually anymore. This is unusual for him. Just had a bag of flour to be some drugs. You know. There's so much of this I would do so differently now because it's like just because I keep looking at this and I'm like, wow, it's so calculator bombs. Calculator bombs are so much fun. Just use a calculator and it's a bomb. But Got him. This little action sequence. Keep everyone pretty much engaged. Dispose of the body. It's funny because I just killed Dustin, yet Dustin's one of the men outside. A lot of reuse of actors. I think I killed Dustin like 6 or 7 times in this movie. Just put on a hood, put on a jacket, you're a different guy. Okay, go. Yeah, I liked a lot of the warehouse too. It was pretty fun. I like how Sean put in the shotgun shells coming out. It was pretty cool. Here come more reinforcements. Look, it's Julian and Dustin again. Dustin's already been killed twice. Oh, Miller. Oh, Jack Miller. What a bomb villain.
Jack Miller, Jack Ryan, Sean Miller. Well, Tom Clancy now. That's actually a reference to Patriot Games.
Patriot Games, yeah. The villain Sean Miller, who was actually played by Sean Bean, plays Octavian.
So it's kind of meta.
Meta, yeah, in that way. And then Jack Ryan, master names together. Jack Miller. Oh, yeah, I'm sneaking out. Now, how Bond managed to do that, I do not know. That's magic. That's movie magic. I killed Dustin a 3rd time already.
Even my friends don't have movie magic, see?
Yep. Then you come running out.
You cannot escape the movie magic, to quote Oscar Isaac.
You're right. Using the MP7. They're using the. I love Sean's dress. He literally just wore like one of Chris Movie's extra shirts and just put on his fedora and sunglasses and he was a guard. It's great. I love it. Whoa. Don't mess with the sniper. Oh, I was like, okay, I'm getting the heck out of here. And then Bond, what a jerk. He takes the sniper rifle. He's been running, and yet he takes the sniper. Well, that's part of the actually that's part of the point in the plot is Bond is so obsessed with wanting to kill Miller himself that he's willing to actually take the shot when really he should let Felix do it. But he's literally not trusting anyone else but himself to be able to deal with the situation. So he decides to take the shot. Even though he's out of breath, he can barely hold on, and yet he's doing this. And as a result, he kills the guard instead of Miller. That was supposed to kind of show the Bond's obsession is kind of making him now make bad judgment calls. Because he just wants to get Miller because Miller got away. And then they're escaping. This is also, yeah, down there is the lake where the final battle actually happened. It was all in the same area. Boom! I like how Sean put in the wave effect. That shot right there of Felix looking back at Bond was actually reverse. That footage was played backwards. If you watch in the corner, you actually see a leaf go up away from gravity. Because I reverse shot because I need David looking away from Bond and then turning to look at Bond. So we filmed that later on a different date from when we were in the warehouse. It's again just editing it. Yes, that was a reference to GoldenEye. Only one. Oh yes. Then we jump to the hotel. So Bond's been making a bit of a ruckus. I just kind of like this look for Bond. It's kind of nice, casual. Bond's just kind of being casual. I don't know. It makes me think of like it's kind of like Dalton's outfit in License to Kill when he's called in. Now Darnell here, while never explicitly referenced by name, is supposed to be Charles Robinson from the Brosnan era films. Played by
Colin Salmon.
Colin Salmon, yeah, that's right. Colin Salmon. Yeah, but he was actually supposed to be Robinson. And he appears again as Robinson in Reflection of the Soul. In fact, he's the only actor, I think, who came back as his character again, besides myself, for Reflection of the Soul. There was a lot of crossover between Price of Loyalty 2 to Shadow of Revenge, but from Shadow of Revenge to Reflection of the Soul, we pretty much recast all the regulars like Q and stuff. Yeah, it is a bit like the Casino Royale poster, yeah. Blue shirt and the jacket, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I never really thought about that. I like how now he has a jacket on. Continuity here. He's not only wearing a jacket. He wasn't wearing a jacket before. I did manage to have the same outfit because, yeah, this was shot, I think, yeah, probably a month or two before the previous shots were done. Keeping the continuity was hard. We'd always have to remember, like, what outfits we were wearing, when we were wearing them. Kind of here. And the wind was so bad here that so much of the scene is dubbed because the wind just killed us right here. And it's funny because actually you can see Sean in the background, in the corner there, behind Sean Mooney. You can see Sean Phillips. Because originally we just had him as the guard who's observing, but in the end we decided we wanted to do 003. So we reshot it with Dustin, but Sean did appear in a couple of shots there. Of course, we're setting up Ivanov as a bad guy. As well as getting Bond his license to kill. It's a pretty complicated plot in this film. I guess this is a farewell to arms. See, and now we added in Dustin. He wasn't there for this part of filming. So it does a lot to get this shot right. I spin around and then I spin around him. It took a lot, and then I just quickly pulled up the gun and run. Mainly because we were at a park and we didn't want people to freak out from our guns. The public library. Which this was filmed. Oh, my dad and Terry Sanders there. Actually, it's funny. This scene, once again, another one of those, we had to film it on multiple days. So Grant and Gordon there, and then Terry and my dad and Lopez, these were all filmed on different days. So half this meeting scene was filmed on one day, and half was filmed on a different day. Unfortunately, there was something with one of the filters we have on our camera, so you can actually tell when it switches day. Because Doris and Gordon here, they were filmed on the same day. But Lopez was filmed on a different day, along with the other two associates on the other side of the table. I kind of like this. I don't know how many other fan films actually show more of the organization, these kind of boardroom scenes. I don't know many other fan films that do this. I really wanted to show that this is a crook, and I wanted to do the whole classic Bond. One of the guys wants out, and so they let him out. You know, they had to drop out. So it's kind of like in View to a Kill. I'm trying to think of other ones that do that. View to Kill, Thunderball. They kills the guy in Thunderball. You Only Live Twice. It's supposed to be like that, where they kill the henchman. Also helps us set up Lopez. I guess I'll go ahead and bring it up. recently, last year, Gordon Phillips, who plays Lopez, passed away. Really sad, but plan on dedicating Death is Forever to him. It's really sad that he passed away because he was an awesome guy. He was Sean's dad, and yeah, he made a great villain in this film as Lopez, and he will be missed. Really sad. Died way too young. Yeah. I figured I'd go ahead and bring that up now rather than later. Jumping back into the film, yeah, we got permission to film outside this building. There's Shelter Insurance's building, and then this is the library again. Kind of jumped back. He's tricky. Let's see. He pulls the images. And of course, he's going to pull the classic Goldfinger. There you go. We're off the camera. I didn't even notice. Classic Goldfinger. Yeah, we were actually filming this. The library had actually closed. They allowed us to film a few minutes after they closed. Yeah, you're right. Color correction was a bit tricky. Yeah, especially back then. Yeah, I was using iMovie. I was using iMovie 06 for this. This program should not even be able to handle this kind of movie. I made it work. I kind of forced it.
You pushed the limits.
I did. This is Jason Shackleford as Tanner, who would eventually be replaced by Matthew Wood in Flex of the Soul. This is actually his office. He allowed us to film in his office, and he got a little cameo in there. I still think this may be the best M's office we've had. The one in Reflection of Soul was all right. The one in Price of Loyalty was literally just us putting up some bookshelves. That's Jason Shackleford's son, Luke. Wow, he's got to be already done with college by now. Dang. The janitor will find you. Yeah. Put Tanner in a closet. I really like this M's office. This was great. I wish we could have continued to use it. It looks really good. One of those classic green lamps back there. And get on the computer. M's password. If you watch him when he types in MILES. Miles, which is a reference to M's name.
Miles Messervy.
Miles Messervy. Yep. So he starts getting all these files, and we have some. I don't remember if we had these kind of cool shots. I think you can't really read the programs on there, but I've been a big fan for further, so you guys in chat bench came out years ago. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, this film really did get a lot of attention. Yeah, this office. Yes, you're absolutely right. This office is awesome. I mean, it really does fit. I'm not sure what we'll do for Death is Forever, but we're gonna. We're hopefully gonna get a good location. I'm so much younger in this. I was 19. when I filmed this. Yeah, Jason Shackleford Tanner. He actually spoke at my high school graduation a few months prior to this, and that's where I got to talking to him. I was like, "Hey, can we use your office?" And then we jumped back to the library to do this shot of him. It was also cool to do a scene where we have like Moneypenny kind of sticking her neck out for Bond. I thought that was kind of a sweet gesture. Of course, she tries to flirt. Oh yes, the Hunt for Red October music. Russia. This shot right here, starting right here, for about a minute, is a one take shot. Doesn't cut. We wanted to see if we could do it. Like I said, with these kind of films, we were experimenting a lot with, hey, can we make this work? Oh, for anyone who's joined in with us, we are at 33 minutes and 40 seconds into the film. So if you want to jump on Vimeo, jump in and you get up to basically the 34-minute mark. But yeah, as you can see, we followed him. We followed the other guy upstairs. Now we're back. We're following Rich now down. This is actually his house that we're in. And then we follow around the corner. And then finally cut. But that whole shot right up there was all one shot. This is our introduction to General Ivanov. Yeah, we wanted to experiment with doing kind of a one-shot take kind of thing. Just establishing locations and people and stuff. Now Bond's going to see Felix. This is actually David's house at the time of filming, so kind of worked. I like this. Miranda Bennett. Bond's just being complete sexist. He is a sexist, misogynist dinosaur, a relic of the Cold War. He just gets This is like, oh boy. I would have changed the scene. The scene plays very clunky with the whole drink, and I don't know. There's something about the scene that does very, very clunky, and I wish I could change it because I don't think Bond would be drinking at this moment. I wanted to show that side of Bond though, and I was trying to find a way to get him in there. And this line is actually taken straight out of Casino Royale, the book. That line is straight from the Casino Royale novel, but I just wish I had played it differently. Yeah, she actually spoke good Spanish. I did not. I had to have David teach me a little bit. So I thought it was just kind of cool to have him. And he mentions that you learn languages at Cambridge. I mean, he took it first in Oriental languages at Cambridge.
There's a license to kill music.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's supposed to be very much like Pam.
I can see that.
And this is just Bond just being a complete jerk. But that is also part of the point. Besides being kind of a reference, the old school Bond.
From like Ian Fleming's work.
But for me and Fleming's work, where he's a lot rougher. I also wanted to show that, once again, he's a little unhinged with all the stuff been going on. He's a little stressed, a little out of it. He won't snap back until near the end of the film. Once again, reference to License to Kill there. And then he just leaves. Yeah, the scene still, I still feel like the scene was very clunky. Oh, this fit. Chris nails this. I love that. Love that. Chris is so good. I love the sarcasm. Yeah, Chris Mooney really does nail this film. I mean, we wrote Miller just as a character. Then we saw Chris played it in The Price of Loyalty. So then we molded the character more on his strengths when we wrote the script for the second film. So his presence in this film is a lot better than it was in the other film. Now we come to the United States. Very drab United States. Quick, play this big music, yet what we show is just the Midwest. It's kind of funny. Actually, this was an homage to Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang by Kyle Volk from Volk Studios. They did a similar scene like this using his music. So this actually was an homage to a fan film. I wanted to do that because Kyle Volk got me started with doing fan films. I saw his films. I was like, yeah. He was an inspiration, so I kind of took on that. Inspiration made this. This was Sean Phillips' apartment at the time. Now Bond's got his. I really like this costume for Bond. This was a really cool. Although looking back on it, I'm like, I look less like Bond. I think I look more like the Ninth Doctor in Doctor Who. I look more like Christopher Eccleston with like the black shirt and the black leather jacket. Although it was supposed to be like Dalton's look in The Living Daylights when he's in East Germany and something.
I think so.
Yeah, East Germany. Yeah, with that leather jacket. But I love that. That jacket was Sean's. I wish I could have kept that jacket. It was so cool. It was a great look. It's actually this building. This is where Bond runs into the doorway in Reflection of the Soul, the pre-title sequence. This is the same building. That doorway is what he runs into, and then the guards run past in Reflection. Mm-mm. Now this very long chase scene's about to begin. Oh boy. This very extremely long chase scene. I wish I cut it down. Nowadays I would. I would shorten it up. Yes, the jacket is a good indicator of kind of darker attitude. Plus it was just comfortable to wear. But I actually like the opening part of this chase scene. I actually really like all this. That bench is still there. 10 years later. That is run across. Every time I walk past this area in downtown Columbia, like every time I get to this street, I always think about running across the street chasing Oval. It's great. No one stopped us when we filmed this, but I think it might be because of the fact that he's so much bigger than me. So probably people saw me chasing him and were thinking, if he catches him, he's in trouble. Oh, and Oval nailed these. Look at that. Look at that jump. And then I'm trying. I'm not doing as well as he was. He like really could do this, like parkour stuff. Yeah, we ran through the parking house. We had to make him interesting and stuff. But yeah, he was doing like all these jumps, and I'm like struggling to do it. And of course, this was very much inspired by Casino Royale. I really love that parkour sequence, so I wanted to do something similar. I mean, we were even using the same music. I like this too, where he's below me, and I'm above him. This shot was really cool. I really like that. I'm running, and he's running on the other side. Sean trying to do his best to keep the camera steady as he runs. He struggled a bit there. It gets a little wobbly, but not too bad. You can still kind of follow what's going on in the action. And now we're actually going to jump location. So yeah, we've actually jumped all the way close to where I live rather than being downtown, which provided a good transition to then jump into Cosmo Park. And this was the very first shot we ever filmed for the movie. Very first take. Very first shot right here. Is this. This is how we started our filming. I'm actually wearing my glasses in that shot, but the camera quality was so poor we got away with it. I actually forgot to take the glasses off for the first few shots right there. Wearing them. Oh, it was such a. Oh, I was so exhausted by the end of filming. I had to do all these takes. Now I've got my glasses off. Yeah, these shots, I wish we could have done something to make these more exciting. Just running. Because I would cut this. I would have cut the sequence down. And nowadays, I'd cut it down. It's like found footage of straws and this. Yeah, it does kind of look cool like that. I like how Bond also jumps over the puddle and not like get wet. Oh yeah, that was us literally jumping over Sean, holding the camera. This shot right here. Yeah, we literally leaped over him. He was very nervous when we did this. Now, while I really did fall at one point, I did. This fall was actually fake, but I did actually fall there at one point while trying to get back up and run. But unfortunately, it wasn't a good take, so we couldn't use it. I would have loved to have used the actual fall a little bit better. But yeah, we were just running across. Actually, the fence climb, that literally just happened because, well, there was a fence there. And we were like, what are we going to do? Oh, we need to run over it. You can actually see one of our camera tripods legs sitting there. And I couldn't climb it. Like, I really struggled to climb it. It took me so long that we had to recut it. It's almost like taking 3.
Oh my goodness, all those
climbing.
Like 14
cuts. Over there, I only used 2 cuts. Jose asks, are you open to work with other people in different projects outside of Blue Diamond? I mean, I've done cameos and stuff, and I've had people cameo in some of my films. So, yeah, we've worked around with other people before. I haven't really had anyone come here that was from, like, another country, which I would love to do for, like, the Legends, something like that. But I've always been open to that sort of thing. I've done plenty of crossover work with people throughout the years. So that's always been kind of a cool thing. I don't think we didn't do anything until 2011 before I think I did anything. No, 2010 I think I did some crossover. So it wasn't until after this film. That's when I kind of got known. Bond should be like totally exhausted now. He just ran like a mile. Several miles actually. Yeah, there's so many times where I'm like, okay, I could have cut this. I didn't need this. But you learn. You learn things when you're making.
This is more Dalton-ish apparel here.
Yes, very Dalton-ish. And very Dalton type dialogue too, like saying, I know this will be a friendly little test and stuff like saying like, what does that mean? You need to give me a gun. Yeah. Very Dalton. You get some Goldfinger music in here. In a second. Also, if you figure out, like, if you ever visit Colombia and look at all the locations we filmed at, this next shot of Mr. Hart, there's no way he can see. This is like 3 or 4 blocks away from where the car is. This is far away from where he was. Yeah, there's no way he could have seen that. But, I mean, movie magic. I actually really like Grant in this role. He's good. Oh boy, that's good. They're on their way. I like Miller getting like nervous. Okay, for anyone who's joined in with us, we are now about to hit the 48-minute mark. We are basically at the infamous bike chase. We hit the 48-minute mark right now. A lot of fan films at this time would actually be ending. We're just getting started, right? This fan film is so long. This part, we filmed some scenes in Reflection of Soul where Bob meets Wade at this park. Oh, of course, another Living Daylights reference.
Where is everybody down like the Pretenders?
Yeah. Why is Robinson working with Therese now? Jose says this 10-year rewatch makes me feel old. I think it makes me feel I'm watching him 11/12 year younger version of myself watching this. Yeah, I was like 18 and 19 years old filming these. Mostly 19.
Ice Chase.
You have an idea for the runtime of Death of Forever? I'm thinking somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere in between Reflection of the Soul and Shadow of Revenge. It's about the best I can give right now. So I'm betting on maybe like an hour and 50 minutes, maybe 2 hours at max. I'm thinking 2 hours. I'm really wanting to hit this right at 2 hours. An hour and a half at minimum. This is still the longest James Bond fan film ever made. 10 years on. It was kind of funny because actually there was kind of a back and forth for a while with that. Like in 2008, it was in 2007 it was Shame Lady. In 2008, it was Price of Loyalty. In 2009, it was Whisper of Love, Whisper of Hate, or was a license renewed? I don't remember. It was one of James Pressler's films, and then it was Shadow of Revenge 2010. Now this, my best way of explaining why this happens is Bond does not want to ride the bike. As you can see the expression on his face, he's not happy to be doing it, but it's his only way. Because he knows if he doesn't do it, they will, and they'll catch it. Has been my kind of interpretation of the sequence. I wanted Tracy. We couldn't do it with cars. This was the best I could come up with. I like how Doritos just comes over and just punches Sean. It's like, I'm taking the bike. And Bond's just like, I'm sorry. He just steals it. That's a very Roger Moore type moment. Actually, this whole sequence I've always felt was very Roger Moore. Very Roger Moore type sequence. But also, my other thing I would change is this is two chase sequences a little too close together. Actually, I really like the shot though.
That's a cool shot.
That is cool. Sean was standing right behind the camera to make sure we didn't run over it. Because we'd have to run over him if we ran over it, so he was trying to protect it. Any hints as if to Robinson will return in Death is Forever? Maybe. There are a few characters I will mention later on that might reappear or at least make mentions. Robinson, I don't know about. Tanner will be coming back. Hopefully, Matthew Wood will return. Oh yeah, boat chase from Live and Let Die. Oh, it was very tiring. Once again, very tiring tape shoot. This what happened right here. One of the bikes broke while we were filming, so that's why Darnell is just sitting there trying to stop him, and I just kick him. Originally, he was supposed to zoom. Originally, it was supposed to be. There was a little bit of patch of ground where we were gonna like have this really cool him having to dodge type sequence, but in the end, that's what it ended up being. Although it did create this
this really funny shot right here where they ride by and he goes running by. It's kind of hilarious, I thought. Question. Reflection of the Soul we watch? Maybe for the 10th anniversary of it, we'll come back and do that again, but not for right now. I'm quite happy with just rewatching some of these films for 10th anniversaries. I kind of wish I had done this for the price of loyalty. Might do it for the Lost Scene and stuff. Those will be shorter, but those will be coming up next year. So might start doing this for some of the anniversaries. Also, are you a Blade Runner fan? Absolutely. Big fan. Actually went and saw it in the theaters. They were doing a rewatch thing at the theater for Blade Runner, and I actually went and saw that. I like how I just stand on the side. To get that shot, we did some tricks. Get that crash. Now back on foot again. Now Bond. I do like the role reversal. Now Bond's the one being chased. So Jerice has kind of flipped the tables on him. But I wish I had spread these two chases out a bit instead of being so close together. Would have worked better. Bond, run, Bond, run, Bond.
Sorry, Terminated. I love this track.
It's a good track. And then Bond's just like, go. And then we have this little banter. I cut out. Originally, he was supposed to say, because I'm an agent. It was supposed to show Bond's sexy side. Boom! She did a good job. That was a good shot. Although Bond's ears should be ringing for that kind of a shot.
Like in Angels Fallen.
Yeah. Bond, you're a lucky man. I like how he's just kind of the henchman, always trying to get Bond. Oh yes, this is the sequence here. We were actually filming this. I think this was Thanksgiving break, which is why this parking lot is empty. But this does look like something out of Russia. This does look like a place in Russia. This empty parking garage. Actually, I work not too far from here now. But it's a shot. Yeah, this is literally not too far away from my house. So I'm pretty close here. Hello, everyone. Extreme Mo. Hello. Welcome to join us. We are watching the moon. We're right now in the middle of the film. We are at 55 minutes and 30 seconds. If you want to catch up, we are right now at the scene where Ivanov goes to see Daniel Banks at the parking garage. I thought this was really. This is one of the scenes I'm actually kind of proud of, except for the fact that we had to dub a lot of it. Other than that, the look of this scene is great. Good. Best of luck to you there, Jose. Best of luck to you. Yeah. Just let me know. Just send me a message, and we can talk more about that. Yeah, Sean talks so softly that you can't hear him in a lot of these things. Oh, it's okay, man. It's all good. I would definitely be interested in what you have. Just send me a message at some point. We can talk more about that. But I do like. I was down here filming up, and then we had a camera up here filming this shot. I like how Lopez, Banks, doesn't even look at him really. Banks is like not even one to acknowledge him. He just thinks he's like so much more. I will say I am kind of hoping to get Ivanov back in Death is Forever. I want Ivanov back as a character. I think he's a great character, and I wanted to get Michael Lindsay back to play Ivanov in Death is Forever. That's one of our characters I do want to. Sean's wearing Bond's jacket. Nice Banks jacket being worn. We're back at the apartment. I like how we're seeing Bond a little bit softening up. It's kind of softening. Yes, I love this coat. I like the teasing. I like the banter here. I really do like. Kale was fun. She and I worked pretty well together. I think out of all the Bond girls, I think I might have had the best chemistry. And the two characters that had the best chemistry was Bond and Miranda more than the other two. She will get a reference, hopefully, in Death is Forever. I'm really hoping. This was really cool. Let me get the. It's coming. It's coming. We'll live and let die music. Oh, it's Richard. He actually just sprayed his hair gray for this role. He was all in for being cute. Yeah, a lot of good callbacks. Sorry, I can't stick around. Okay, yeah. This you can view this live stream later. I'm gonna have it saved up on the channel, so you can watch it and just listen to the commentary from there. So thanks for joining us. So there's a bit of a continuity thing there. So I mentioned that his successor was Daniel Banks. Now I mentioned in the Price of Loyalty that Q was retired. I would now, if I remade that film, I would just say Q was on leave and that Bond is just working with one of Q's assistants, who is Daniel Banks. But here I just say they brought back Q once Daniel Banks left. He came out of retirement to help out again. But this Q is supposed to be, I guess this Q kind of is supposed to be Desmond Llewellyn's Q, or maybe John Cleese's Q. We never really figured out which he was supposed to be. But he is supposed to be a Q who's been around for a while. James Oxford, I don't know if his Q is supposed to be Richard Smith's Q still or not, but honestly, it's Bond continuity. I don't think it really matters.
No.
I also really liked using the Q's trick music from Diamonds Are Forever playing in the background. It was great for this scene. I had a lot of fun making this. It's like, he plays it very well. He's a good Q. I don't know. I think he might be my favorite Q we've had. Although I still want him as Wade more. Richard was later great as Jack Wade. Yes, he's great as Wade, but I really like him as Q too. See, we kind of addressed the continuity a little bit there, but we didn't address where in the timeline he is. So he could be Cleese's Q, for all we know.
If you're cute, does that make him R?
The legendary Halfwit. I like this too. She just broke Kobe. Of course, this was a reference to License to Kill. That same idea that they. Bond does not get to sleep with the girl. He has to be stuck sleeping. So Q is actually going to help out in this one. It was kind of cool. Once again, another reference to the Gamer 119 asks, "What's your favorite James Bond film?" Mine is On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Mine is GoldenEye.
My goodness, look how young I am there. Oh my goodness, baby face. Yeah, the shots of Richard were done later. He's not actually in the background in these shots. Once again, more of that movie magic. Ooh, keep calling it out. I love it. Mine is License to Kill. Good choice.
License to Kill is an amazing movie.
I think License to Kill is number 8 on my list. Yeah.
It's number...
Q, already on it.
I think it's number 6 or 7 on my list. It is fantastic.
Pretty high. It's in top 10, definitely. Good choice.
For Your Eyes Only is excellent.
My all-time. For Your Eyes Only is number 6 on my list. Number 6.
Number 5 here.
Number 5, yeah. So, yeah, we like it too. Good choice. I like that. That is a Roger. That is, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of Pierce Brosnan. So, tap the guy on the shoulder and say, hello. I've got Brosnan, Warney right there. Taking him out. You can actually see Sean in the reflection in the glass. Okay, that's funny. I actually like this scene. This is, of course, very much, this turns very much into a Thunderbolt fight scene and moment. This is back at the house that we used for the Price of Loyalty. This was the Dark Moon base. This was the Alexander's place, Scott and Tom Alexander. So once again, the kind of a reuse of location. Two of my papers and that infamous document. Such a thing we had. Never happened to that thing. Oh. I love those. I actually really like this. Is another one of those I really like. Ian Grant did a nice job being able to. I actually like that shot. That's pretty good. And I really wanted to do us going down the stairs. I thought that'd be really cool. And we did it. So we just did this shot. We just go rolling down the stairs. He just drags me on. Have you ever owned any of the James Bond films on DVD? I have them all on DVD.
So do I.
Definitely. Love those films. Oh, my shirt like gets completely untucked. Yeah, I'm completely like just ugh. You need a number. You actually see Sean's feet on the camera. I never know. Oh yeah, cyanide. Oh. Up. Actually, it's funny. This moment here with the cat. This was me. I was literally just recording with the cat, just being silly with him. And then he basically kind of winked, and it was perfect. It looked perfect for that little slight music, like when normally Bond throws the flowers on, what's his name? Bavar's corpse. But it worked great. And then we did Scott and Todd, their brief appearance. They were big in Price of Loyalty. It's their little cameo. Yes, I know. It did look like we were going to hit the aquarium. It did look that way. We were careful. It's actually funny. If you notice, Bond did not argue with her driving that time. He loosened up. Ah, yes, the leather jacket man is back! I actually really like filming this scene. This is one of our earliest filmings. I think this is our second day of filming. Was this scene? Leather jacket guy, Baruch, because he was going to later be identified as. I like this. It's just I really enjoyed making it very intricate. This film. There's just a lot of, we see the villains kind of building up their plan. We see there is reasons for why everyone's doing what they're doing. It's not just very random. We see them building up to what they need to do. They need to eliminate Ivanov. We see them discussing why they needed to kill Ivanov. I really just liked making it a pretty intricate film. I think it gets a little confusing in a few places, but I don't think it ever gets too complicated. Now, this shot was really cool. We used some fishing hook and some fishing wire we had to do this. You can actually kind of see the string. But it still looked pretty good. Pretty good with the added effects of the soda dripping out. I thought that was pretty fun. Banks is such a character. I thought the first time we've seen. That's the second time we've seen Banks. I forgot. Yeah, there was the Ivanov scene. But honestly, I wonder if this would have been a better character introduction than the Ivanov scene for Banks. He's a great villain. Scene to really kind of like, ooh, he's not good. He's bad news. This is actually a fun little sequence to shoot. And Moneypenny. So Sean had to stand behind me, opening up the doors for me so I could do this shot. We go through the doors. Then he had to run to the next door and open it up for me so I could do this. Yeah, so I could go all the way through. It took a few takes to get it right. Only a flesh wound. Check the footage again.
We'll find that he's dead and she's with the flesh wound. Always an excuse, isn't there? 000.
Showing that she's really well set up for Q to be able to help Bond. She's done a lot of work. She really sticks her neck out for Bond in this film. Amanda Ellison did a nice job. Chelsea did a nice job too. We'll probably be getting a different girl for Death is Forever to be Moneypenny. I hope she does as good a job as they did. Now they're just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Because you got three villains. You got Miller, you got Lopez, and you got Banks. Oh, actually, they don't even know about Banks yet. But they've got Lopez and Miller, and they're trying to figure out how they're working together. Banks is the one key they don't have yet to be able to solve what's going on. Ah, yes. The program. Yes. And for anyone joining us, we are at the 1 hour and 10 minute and 30-second mark here. The card game scene. This whole upstairs area looks completely different. This room has been taken out now, actually. Kind of sad. Last year, they remodeled this whole upstairs area more. This room no longer exists. Kind of sad. I was like, man, I filmed in here. I like making a cool card game scene. I wish I could have done something, once again, is another one of those, I wish I could have done something to spice it up, make it more exciting. But it does its job. Unfortunately, a lot of the people who had to be here for this filming didn't get a lot to do. But actually, they didn't get a lot to do, so, you know. But at least it looked pretty good. I also really liked getting to do the security camera footage. What we did was we filmed the card game scene. I stood in that corner on the left side there, held the camera up way high to be like a security camera, and then we just played the footage back on the TV during this filming to get this shot. I think I wasn't holding the camera. Sean was holding the camera. I take that back. Sean was, I'm on the screen. But yeah, he just held it up, and we got that shot, and perfect little security camera shot. Which, of course, this scene is inspired by License to Kill as well. But it was kind of an intricate. I like that shot. It's kind of cool where it doesn't like straight through. Kind of cool. There were some cool shots with this sequence. So that's not. And the one player here, Justin Clark, it's Julian, the dealer. It's his brother. It's kind of cool. Chris is like so Who is this guy? He's just in a baseball cap. I'm over trying to figure out who is that guy. He looks like just a guy who just wanted to play Texas Hold'em, didn't get in, and got into the wrong game. Got involved into the wrong game by mistake. Who knew? And then you got, Justin Klein. Yeah, he looks like a guy, button-down shirt, blazer. And then you got Dustin, who's just freaking casual. Oh, kicking butt. And his way through. Yeah, we decided to stick with poker this time as well. We tried playing Baccarat in the last film, but I was like, I'm getting people. I don't want to get people too confused on how to play. Also, don't want to do a whole big rule explaining scene like a Casino Royale, so I just stuck with poker. And just had him say, "Hey, I prefer playing Chemin de Fer," but. Actually, it's originally it wasn't supposed to be a character named Justin Clark or Chris. Those characters were originally going to be two more of the businessmen, like Walker and Parker, I think. Yeah, I remember that. In the original script, it was Walker and Parker who were in the business room meeting scene with Lopez. They were supposed to be the ones in the card game sequence. But I rewrote it and basically decided to make it where Justin Clark is basically Hart's replacement. He's the new businessman that they want now that Mr. Hart's dead. But it would have been nice if I could have gotten but Terry and my dad were not available for the filming, so we had new characters. So yeah, originally it was supposed to be more of those business guys. They're supposed to get another scene. I almost forgot about that until I'm just watching this again. I was like, oh yeah, this seems supposed to be different. Like the tension of. I'll see that. Touch of love. Ooh. Once again. This is where it really starts building up. This entrance. It's like how, yeah, we note that 003 notices who just walked in, walks out. This is Bond is rattled. He's actually rattled because he knows exactly who Bond is. He could rat him out at any moment. But he's playing it cool. Play it cool, Bond. Play it.
Not stiff.
Time for high stakes then. Cut the banks. There is one person that can make Bond nervous. Banks. That was. Bond's not losing money. Now it's just building up, kind of using all the Casino Royale music. See their hand. Good hand. Ooh, it's been a lot. This was done better than the card game in the last film, Price of Loyalty. And originally, Reflection of Soul was also going to have a card game. But we decided to go with chess in the end. It was just easier. Originally, it was supposed to be a card game scene between Foss, Sinclair, and a few other guys involved. The section is that this is the section that always has me invested. I'm glad it worked out. Hi. Yeah, I just wish we could have filmed it better. That's all. Can't stop in the middle of such a scene. Yeah, thanks for the compliment. I'm glad you liked it. And dang.
Awesome.
This next line was a ad lib by Sean. By his Bugatti Veyron. Once again, Bond's once again becoming pretty cold and harsh again. Because now he's been rattled by Banks. I like this a little bit. Customer moment. Meet me in 10 minutes. I've gone up those stairs many times as a student. This is before I was a student. Sure, the lighting worked pretty good here at night. I like this. Sure he does. Sure he does. He's been stopped by security. He's been stopped by security.
Being searched.
He just lost his gun. P99. Actually, this scene was shot during the day. We put trash bags in front of the windows. If you look carefully, you can kind of tell. But we needed to be a night scene, yet we could only film it during the day. It was the only time Gordon was available. So we just put trash bags in front of the windows and closed the blinds and just went with it. Of course, the scene obviously supposed to be License to Kill when Bond needs Sanchez. He says he's a problem eliminator. Really hitting the Dalton here. Doing my best to be Timothy Dalton. Looking forward to. Things are going to get very nasty, I don't say. Yeah, that's very, very accurate. For now. All right. Back on the campus again. And this is my old room. I've lived in that room for a long time. And that's actually me. It's supposed to be Derice, but it's actually me. We didn't have Oval available, so I just shot it in a way that would look like maybe it was him. It's kind of interesting seeing Bond and another 00 talking. I don't get that much except for like Al Trevelyan and Goldeneye. It's a shame the scene was so dark because we were filming at night and these cameras didn't do well at night. So we tried brightening it up as best we could. It's still very dark. It was supposed to leave it kind of ambiguous. You don't know who's going to get shot here. It's like, is he aiming for Bond? Is he aiming for 003? Who's he aiming for? That gives that little tension. Oh, 003. This moment was a fun one to do with just showing Bond's darker side. Like, you just see, like, on Bond's face, once he answers his call, just the amount of rage he's feeling. Yeah, right in this next shot here. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. You just killed another 00. He is mad. You don't mess with Bonds. That's what I really wanted. Just I was supposed to be like yes.
In the living daylights.
Yeah, the living daylights. So you just see Bonds now very mad. Like they're just playing cards. Yeah.
My name is
He still calls him Miller. He's not gonna call him. Yeah, he doesn't want to call him that. He's slimy. It's like the way Chris oozes that sliminess. Bond's collapsed on the couch. I love that. I thought that was a nice little touch to show Bond just it was that exhausted. He just slept on the couch. This scene always bothers me now, but I think it worked because it shows just how far he's going. He's become paranoid, and this is the moment he snaps out of it. He just realized, what were you doing? Now he really loosens up from here. The scene does make me uncomfortable sometimes when I'm thinking about it. I think it actually does work for the story. It does show just how far Bond was losing himself. And now he loosens up, which I think worked good with the music. He's in the Vesper track. Kind of shows us how Bond's now kind of like, oh, whoa, I was just pointing a gun. And now he's a little softer. Yes, it was a very challenging thing. I'm a very nice guy, and especially very nice. I think something like this was rough. And yeah, there was a time where I was like, oh yeah, I wish I had never filmed that. But when watching this film again, I realized it does serve, it does show in the storyline how Bond's kind of losing things. And now he's snapping out and realizing, oh, she's just as he's got a lot of baggage too, just like he does, because her partner was killed by Lopez. So
I actually do like that scene. I like the way her performance was, explaining about her partner being killed. And now we jump over to Lopez's place of temporary residence, I guess. And the piano bit here, Dustin's dad is a piano instructor. He's really good at it. He was the one playing the piano, and we just made it look like Gordon was playing it. But this is just Dustin's dad. We just don't just start playing, and this is what he did. We wanted to show Lopez as a little bit of a cultured man. He's got a little bit. He's kind of like Drax when Bond first meets him. It's kind of like that. He's just. I like trying to make the villains a little more than just one-dimensional. They have things they like to do and stuff like that. Apparently, he likes cats because we saw a cat in the window. Yeah, you see Gordon's script lying on the ground next to him, in the chair on the right side. FSB, introduction. He just shows that at random. I want something in southern Russia so that the not look like it was going to be secret documents, perhaps, and canon explanation. Yeah, kind of. I actually really like the shot where I go out the door, and then we panned up. It was timed. He did a really good job nailing that timing. Walk in. It's like, oh, he was there the whole time. What a jerk. It's like Lopez just getting annoyed with him. I like how everyone's just getting annoyed. Bond's still got a little rough edge to him. He's loosening up, but not 100%. He doesn't want him in danger, though. I like this one. I think he lost that argument.
I think so too.
It's kind of like the cello. No, we're leaving it. I knew how to play the violin. And there she comes. I like the humor. Like I said, I really do think the best details of the bow tie is good because Josie's under stress. Yes, exactly. I like the more like he's got a lot of stress visually. Yeah, no, it's good. That's a little driving shot there. Just we went around randomly driving. To his documents. It's got a lot of secret documents lying around.
All those documents.
Oh,
I wonder what's on them.
Mostly scripts.
Yeah, you can take the fun out.
I didn't say there was script for this movie. All the driving shots had to be shown because I didn't actually have my license yet, so we always had to cover up not to show the driver because there's always Sean driving. Around. This is actually Michael Lindsay's place at the time. That guy plays Ivanov. That's his house. It's kind of funny. We go here to be our safe house to go to kill him. And it's just funny. It's kind of ironic. It's actually his house. Let's get another one of those safe houses. There you go. Just looks around. Bond, you know, he's just checking it out. Just gonna scope it out a bit. Oh, Bond's starting to gain some feelings, eh? Huh? Bond, watch it. Don't get too attached.
Yeah.
He's gonna go and do what I know. I don't know. Bond.
Once again, Sean driving, not me. I'm recording. I'm not actually one back.
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. And that was just me just sitting behind the wheel. Means business.
Oh yeah, that's like a Casino Royale vibe right there. With people gun out at the
Love. Probably, he just heads on out. Location. I just wandering off in the woods. Tony down there. Hey guys. Hey, thanks for joining us. Just so you know, we're in the movie right now. We are up to 1 hour and 34-minute mark. So if you want to join us, you can join us there. We're up to where Bond's heading off to kill General Ivanov. So if you want to join in and watch along with us, that's where we're at. We're about to get to the fight scene with one of Ivanov's men. Right before he can go inside the base. Yeah, I actually really like this fight scene. It was one of those I really wanted to get that kind of gritty, brutal Bond, because people like that in The Price of Loyalty. If you see Sean's shadow a few times, in actually, yeah, this fight scene was all in one take. I forgot about that. Yeah, this fight scene takes place in one take. Everyone liked in The Price of Loyalty how some of the fight scenes were really like they had almost that Casino Royale brutalness to them, where me just wailing on guards. So we just kind of had that. We wanted to get that again, so we did this scene. I think this is probably one of the most brutal fight scenes. So, Bond, get him. And you see Bond, he's just like when he throws the guy off, yeah, you see him. Ooh. He's like really in this. So fight. Take his gun and pretend to be one of the guards, I guess. I've always said that that's how he was able to just march into the base. He just acted like one of the guards. As we walked up. In fact, of course, this place that some of you might know is in the Lost City 3. This is where Niven and Thompson sneak around that. This is the same house. It's the Dead Man's house. Was going to be used in a few more films, and we never did. They just owned a lot of land, so we were like, yeah, we'll come out here. So, yeah. Same place in the Lost City 3. I'm using a P90. Yeah. He doesn't really need it. So he decides to just put it away. And then it makes you nervous. You're like, oh. And then they come down the stairs, and you're like, where's Bond? But Bond's disappeared. I actually decided to put in this little detail. I thought it'd be kind of cool for kind of a little like mini tension moment where he's like, what's this doing here? And then he just ignores it. At first you're like, oh, snap. He saw the gun. But nope, just ignores it. Now he comes in here. One of those high tension moments. Just like, and boop. All night playing around here. Actually, this gun here, we just pulled out, is actually a real one. Oh, it's one of the few ones that was actually real. Yeah, Rich owned several guns, and it's a little pistol he owned. We were like, yeah, sure. But we could have that nice clip to remove. That one was real. There. Take it this is not a social call.
correct. You should have bought lilies. Yeah, same vibe.
That's totally what we were going for. I love that scene. So similar scene. So now all the pieces are starting to come together. He's almost got all the pieces. So I kind of like that. They basically were working at two different ends. Ivanov knew about Lopez and Banks, and Bond knew about Banks, and not Banks, Lopez and Miller. So now they're going to be able to pull their things together. Tony and I, will we be doing any more watch parties? Yeah, probably for a lot of the 10th anniversaries that are going to be coming up. So, like next March, we'll be doing a 10th anniversary for The Lost Scene, stuff like that. But nothing in the immediate time we'll be doing watch parties. But I will be wanting to do some for the anniversaries. We'll be watching some of the films because we've got a lot of 10th anniversaries coming up. So we'll be doing that soon. I actually really like this scene. This is really good. That shot's I like that shot. This shot right here, yeah, that's so cool. Bond's just ready to shoot him. Kind of that cold agent. They've almost got every piece. Now that they can combine forces, they can put everything together. Then kill me. Yes, it's a good moment. Yeah, I'm glad I don't trust anyone. Then kill me. Yep. Boom. I think he's dead. But see, it doesn't make sense. See, if you're paying attention, Bond had a silencer on his gun. Now he doesn't. Why would he take the silencer off the gun? It's all the setup. That's the clue that it's a setup. That for some reason Bond would not have. Bond should have just shot him with a silencer, but now he's not. So it's like that's your little clue I gave that Ivanov's not dead. Run into the woods. Running through. That's actually up where we were doing the training exercise at the beginning of the movie. It's up in that area, the same woods. Survivor was also filmed up there. So. The Survivor season 1. Dustin again. Oh, shit me in the back. Why he didn't have a gun, I do not know. He's Russian. He doesn't need better arms. But he got beaten by Bond. Get going, Bond. We're on the run now. Bond does a lot of running in this movie. Oh! Ooh. Who got hit? Okay, she just leaves. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I think, funny note, in the when we watched it for the premiere 10 years ago or today, it was on 2 discs because the movie was so large. We didn't have the dual layer disc. We only had single layer, so we had to break it up into 2 parts. And part 1, when we had to switch discs, ended right here, right there. It said cut, insert disc 2, and then disc 2 started with this scene. And this was a mag. This was actually the beta. Because originally when the movie was supposed to come out, it was supposed to come out before the game. This game actually came out. So we thought it would be cool. Oh, what if we had a game that actually hasn't even come out? in the movie. Bank, once again, another one of those, I wanted to show another side of the villains. So we saw that Lopez plays piano. Banks is a gamer. He plays video games. So we had him actually playing a game that hadn't come out yet. It was a game Mag. It was one of the first big multiplayer, like huge online multiplayer back in the day. It feels so old now saying that because it's 10 years old now. Game is 10 years old. Now there's all kinds of large. Of course, I wanted this. I wanted to have a bit of a torture scene. Not a huge, like, torture, but I wanted to show Bond get a little roughed. Teresa slaps. Oh. Yeah, I wanted that, Bond just. Get Bond a little banged up. That was the closest we were going to get to a torture scene. Bond get punched around a bit. Like how everyone's got their guns like so trained on, like they expect them to just try something. Is that shit? I like this. Bond just barely approaching, and he takes a step back. He's that scared of Bond. It's one of those little moments we wanted to have in there. Well, I like the Daniel Craig films. The torture is the main focus. Was kind of like, wow, he's kind of a bad agent. Yeah, I know. He gets caught a lot.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get kind of the bad guy exposition scene. Get a little bit. Just leaving it at that. Gotta give him a challenge to overcome. Yeah, exactly. I like how he knows, give me his watch, because I know that there's got to be a gadget on it. He just doesn't know what. But I wanted that to be kind of the point of the part. I mean, the point of. And he doesn't know that Q is now the old Q back. He's like, is the new Q as good as I was? No, it's actually your mentor. He came back. But Banks doesn't know that. But he knows there's something of that Rubik's Cube and stuff, but he hasn't figured it out. That's part of the point of him going up against someone who was a cube. We didn't utilize it as well as I would have liked to have him going up against someone else who can also make gadgets. I wish we had done something with Banks making gadgets to use against Bond, but we didn't go there, and I really wish we had. Sean actually kills it in this scene. Like, he really nails this performance. You really do feel frustration. Something betrayal, something dark side. That yeah, that's what you're being. The old Q being the mainstay villain. Yeah, it is that way. But I wanted him to have an actual tragic backstory. Once again, reference to Tracy. There's one in each one of my films. Reference to her. But yeah, you kind of understand a little bit where Banks is coming from. And little does he realize there's a little. I like putting a little twist into this though. But Sean nailed the performance. And notice Miller cuts him off. He knows. That's another one of those little clues I leave. Miller immediately shuts him up. Why did Miller want to shut up Bond? That might have been Gordon's best line, honestly. He did that well.
Avo really grabbed me pretty hard there. It was like, everyone was, I told him just go for it. That little, oh, huh. I did not tell you to speak. Yeah. I did not tell you to get up.
I didn't tell you could get down.
Down. That's what that was supposed to be. Yeah. Actually, the look you have for this one that inspired me influentially in finding a look for Clank Angel Recruit. And I thought I was able to be some inspiration. Clank is good. I like it. A little trivia there. Yeah, nice. Thank you. That is cool. Clank is a cool character. I'm glad I was able to help inspire that. What? Of course. Like this is a little bit of a more fun moment with the cards. Ooh,
The Living Daylights
Air base scheme too. Yeah, a little bit of that too. But the fact that they use gums, it's a little silly, but I didn't care. It's Bond. You can have a little fun with Bond. But yeah, also these two fight scenes, these two got Abel and Dustin were not there on the same day. It's not one of those we had to film it. We managed. It edits pretty well. I tried to make sure with like every move that I made matched with, because we filmed with Avel first, then I filmed with Kayla and Dustin. But it looked good. Managed to make sure all the shots lined up. There, she got him. Butt of her gun. We're in the middle of a Russian air base in Afghanistan. You can see all the homages. I like how she gives him the machine gun. She holds up the shotgun like, now get this one. No, I want the shotgun. She wants the shotgun. So she gives him the MP5. No, one of those little moments. I always tried to put a lot of those in here. If you pay attention, you can see certain character motivations and stuff. See this, she prefers using shotguns, which once again is a reference to Pam. She has a shotgun in the first scene you see her in. And Chris,
how dare you?
See, and Banks realizes exactly what happened. They don't realize that the Russians are. We're up to 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. We're already past like Reflection of the Soul's runtime. We'd already be done with Reflection of the Soul. And that's the second longest Bond film. We'd already be done with it.
The music.
Yep. Of course. Shout out the Russians. I forgot we weren't talking to this thing. We cut out the audio, but there was like I was talking with her about the Russians, and one of them at one point said, "Hey, no talking," stuff like that. It didn't end up making the cut because it wasn't. There was too much footsteps and leaves, and you could hear Sean, I think. So we ended up cutting it, but you can see me actually talking right there. And I think you'll see when the guy in the back raises up his gun. Yeah, right there. That's when he said, "No talking." It's an homage. Yes, exactly. There's a lot of homages in this film. That's just the point. Now we see he's alive. That's illegal. Funny. That is what makes these movies also stand. The fact that there's a lot of personality present throughout. Yeah, that's what I try to do. Many fan films can focus so much on getting the action right. It's important not to overlook the personal human details. Yeah, it's something I think we did that the best in this film. It's a little bit of reflection of the soul, but I don't think it's as much of a reflection of the soul as it was. Yeah, switch over to the Beretta now. Now he doesn't have his P99.
But yeah, I don't think we did as well with the whole little things. I want to try to get back to that in Death is Forever. Bond's been through a lot. He needs a little rest. She slapped me so many times with that because I kept screwing up the line. But I like that she calls him out on his BS. Really, right there. She's just like, no, you're full of crap. It's a nice little detail. And also the fact that Bond mentions wants to make sure that more people like Banks' wife don't get killed. Another clue of what happened actually Banks' wife. Trying to leave little breadcrumbs for people to try to piece together the story. Now, once again, we're a little bit further down from where the warehouse was. I really heard. Yeah, this one actually hit Dustin in the face with the gun. One of our takes, not that take, but it was a different take where I actually hit him with the gun. This scene, I think, took 4 or 5 days of filming. And we had Gordon on one day, we had Oval and Sean and Chris on another day. We had a bunch of just the guard shots on one day. It was kind of a hodgepodge mess of a battle scene put together. But I think edit's all right. But it took a lot to get this whole sequence filmed. Call it for guns. Click out there, just check it out. A little overcomplicated, but I think it works. Oh, other jacket guys there. We'll mention the Peter Grant in there. Right. Oh, but she's there. It's like, oh no, what's gonna happen? She's still got the shotgun. Also, nice little fake out here. She got caught, but she's not been caught. Of course not.
Just trying to, once again, more of the tension moment in the movie. One gonna get caught. And play more calculator bombs. The classic. Are you gonna do a Zack Snyder type of deal, reveal the turd to the new Bond film? I don't know. We'll see how when they reveal the first trailer will be. It depends on when we're able to film again. That may be a little while, so keep you posted on that. Lopez does not join him, mainly because Gordon wasn't there on that day of filming. But my canon explanation is he's just gonna let the beast handle it. Whoops! Whoops, fun! He walked right into him. That's like in the.
He comes out of the plane.
Yeah, he comes out of the plane. Boom! And here we go, battle time. And we're basically at the 2-hour mark of the movie. Yep, 1 hour and 59 minutes right there. And we're just up to the second to last battle. I actually really like this battle sequence. I think it turned out pretty well. Shootout. Reese gets the smart idea. Kill those guys, you know. I think that's the only time to let that guy ever speaks. It's like, oh shit. And he runs off. I like this little detail here also with Reese when he pops back up. Because he went to the truck to grab some of those weapons. So that was kind of a nice little detail to have to do that. He's like, nope, I'm going to get some guns, some better guns. So he went to Banks's supply, filled up, and picked up 2 P90s. This little Russian soldier. Wilhelm scream. Gotta have the Wilhelm scream in there. And a lot of Call of Duty sound effects in this movie. Mainly from before. That Russian just cute. Actually, there was a time where I considered maybe making that was supposed to be one of Lopez's men. I was going to do something about saying this, and it was one of Lopez's men, and that Banks is now kind of just fighting on his own. But I don't think I ever made that clear, because I think that was the original intention. Because, yeah, they're just going to grab Banks' stuff and steal it. Banks is now just killing Lopez's men. It was supposed to just kind of show that everyone's kind of betraying everyone else in the scene. Everyone's kind of, every man for himself. This is a fun little fight scene in the film. Oh, Bond. Yeah, it's some fun. It's just Gordon and Dustin. I actually really like. It's not this part. There's a bit in here that I think was like. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, it's coming up right here. Yeah, I actually really like this bit where you just. Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. And then he, very much a Thunderball type moment. Boom. Dead.
He did.
I like the little CGI smoke we added. Yeah, Lopez puts up a pretty good fight.
You were not expecting a woman.
Yes, he's very sexist right there. He's like a woman, but
made me think of Rambo 2 when he first
yeah.
came out.
I was like, he's the bad guy. He's supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
But once again, we see more of the trail stuff. Yeah, it was a fun fight scene.
Dun, 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 dun,
Love this track.
Yes. This punch looks really good. Just like, bam!
Ouch!
Dang! Ball's out. I just let myself just. Of course, who's still left? Another Deca guy. He can't die. He's like the last guy standing. No bones. Trying to like. That's late. So good. And they added the blurry effect to try to show the bones guys. A little rough. This shot. This reveal with Therese. We got to really play with Oval's height on this one. Just making kind of almost a Jaws type moment right here. Just pans up. It's like, oh dear. Once again, kind of showing the whole betrayal, backstabbing. Now Therese is taking over Lopez's stuff. Oh, she got him. Nope, no, she didn't. Of course, you can't die. Can't die. Now Bond's got to kill Therese. He just dealt with Lopez. He's got to do another fight. It's like, oh, he's like a juggernaut. So
Yeah.
it's like, how are you gonna take him on? He's just like punching. It's just like, I like how like his punches. I mean, I'm doing a little bit of damage, but he's just like pummeling Bond. Let me get the gun. Gun. Fight for the gun. Make it. Still fighting for the gun. Of course, it's leather jacket gang. Okay. Of course, Darius was supposed to basically be like a mix of Necros and Dario. And now he's out. Intensity kept on building. Yeah, that was the point. And now we're done with this battle sequence. But as you might note, we still have 17 minutes of film left. Like that. Oh, and of course, leather jacket guys. So that takes care of Lopez and Darius. But they're able to escape in the confusion somehow. Which fight took the longest to choreograph? Honestly, it might have been the Banks Bond one, I think. I think that might have been the longest one. The Lopez one probably was second. Honestly, the one me and Darius was pretty fast. Choreographed. I like putting that into where Bond's plan was actually foiled. Banks actually figured him out and knew he planned bombs. Actually, it's just kind of cool. We had to get to film in this place because one of Chris's dad was friends with the owner. So we had to get to film at Shakespeare Pizza. I kind of like this little. Bond's face. Bond does not eat pizza.
No, he doesn't.
I liked putting that. Isn't that one of those little personal moments? Also, it works great with the airport security music from Diamonds. Whoa, Phil Snyder, you fool. It's kind of like that. Or the how kind of that's still casual moment between him and Bond. I just don't like pizza.
You don't like pizza.
It's kind of a cool little moment in the film. Felix would take him to a pizza joint, of course. Giving a little background to Banks. Yes, yes. Showing a little bit of Bond's just kind of wearing down. I really regret nowadays when I look back on. I really wish I put that deleted scene between Miranda and Bond that takes place in between this and the next scene back in the movie. It fades because I think it fades out and it just fades into the final battle. There was supposed to be a scene in between where they talk about her partner dying and stuff like that. And it was a great sequence, and I really wish I put it back in. But I kind of felt like we were dragging the movie out at that point. And I was like, this. We don't need another scene about Miranda talking. But now when I look back on, I'm like, that was some good acting. Yep. So, final confrontation. Banks is starting to move in on Miller's position away from Grant. Yeah, really tired of this Bond. That deleted scenes on the channel. Yes, if you look in the Shadow Revenge, it should be Shadow Revenge deleted scenes. Yeah, you should be able to find it. It should still be available. It's a good scene. And then the big reveal: Miller killed. Bond has more. He has more reason to trust Bond than actual Double O than he does you, a crime boss. And this is kind of the big shock twist. Bond doesn't kill Miller. Banks does. But Banks is still a bad guy. Also, love that he aimed for that area down there. The gun, he did that deliberately. It's okay. Well, that without hesitation, he believes Bond. Yeah, because I think he considers Bond more trustworthy. Yeah, that was kind of the point. Is that he would believe Bond. Well, he doesn't see any reason why Bond would have to lie. And also seeing the way Miller reacted to it, he kind of put two and two together. Of course, he's getting away. Also, once again, showing the betrayal. Banks is just on his own. He just took that from a Dark Moon or soldier. So, and of course, he gets away. Another Jacket Man escapes to be in another movie. Runs off. And yeah, so Banks is literally on his own at this point.
Golden Gate plate?
He's dangerous.
They both sound similar.
Yeah, they did sound very similar. Yeah, he's dangerous. Also want to show that Banks is pretty bad, pretty tough. So he's killing all these CIA agents. This is good. I wanted to really show that they're even.
MP5. This guy's AK. That's down to the final confrontation. Right here. Go get him, Bond. And of course, it's very much inspired by Trevelyan versus Bond. The gold eye. One shoot, Jill.
I like this one.
Yes. How they're missing. They must be really bad shots.
Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers. And they've got plot armor. What are we talking about? Still makes for an intense. Actually, if you count, I'm pretty certain he did make sure he fired the only 30 bullets in his AK, so he actually gets it right. You see just how many guns Bond adds, because he had the machine gun, then he pulls out this M9, and he still has his P99 in his combat vest, so he's like carrying like all these guns. Bond was like fully prepared for this. Almost looks like I'm hiding behind that little bit. It's funny. He's out bullets for them 9, so he's gonna switch over to the. No, now he's out. Okay, now he's gonna switch over. Now he's down to his pistols, so without the pistols, they might get down the knives if they aren't careful. Can't have that. Actually, we've always wanted to do my flame. Oh, those little. It's actually really hot that day. So it's like, yeah. See this what you season. Goes in. Then banks. Oops. Gotta watch out for those tree branches.
Yeah, like Han.
Yeah, it's snap. And then
I have the high ground. It's wrong.
also, it's interesting. That's when Banks is still gonna fight on, even though it's like Miller was the one that killed him. But I was just like, well, you save her, so I still hate you. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that Miller was the bad guy, but yeah, you still think on my kill list. So it just shows that Banks is never gonna stop. Banks is just as obsessed as he is. He's kind of in this moment. He's a dark reflection of Bond.
Yeah.
I tried to put that in there. It's not very well. It's not presented too well, but it is supposed to be there. You see that Banks has just become as obsessed as Bond was. It took a lot to get this fight scene good. Still made a few mistakes. And Bond just threw him right to his gun. Oh. Favorite things all circles, models, and action sequence with the tactical best at the beginning and at the very end. Yes, that is true. That's very true. It does come full circle that way. And I also thought it was fitting that it'd be a Q branch gadget that kills Banks in the end. I thought that was the most fitting way to kill him. Miranda hears the explosion, doesn't know who died. She's kind of like, oh no. Bond's just, okay, I'm done. It's over. Now, there was a point where I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep the movie dragged out ending, and it was actually, we filmed some extra dialogue. The video is no longer on YouTube, unfortunately, but I considered ending the movie here, where Bond was going to say more than just "Let's go home." They were going to have a bit of a banter, and then they were going to leave. It was going to be like the ending of GoldenEye, and we weren't going to have this whole sequence in there where Bond was basically going to say, "I'm probably going to get some leave. I thought you might want to join me." She's like, "No, you live too dangerously," and he's like, "Oh, what could possibly happen?" And they walk off, very much like GoldenEye. You don't come home wrong, eh? Yeah. And cut this whole thing out. But I kind of wanted, I think in the end, my biggest reason was, while it does take a little more time, I wanted there to be some closure with some of the characters. I wanted M and Bond to reconcile. Bond and them, yeah, they needed to. Hey, it shows that M never intended to have him resign. I really do want Ivanov back for Death's Forever. I think that'd be nice. Hopefully played by Michael Lindsay again, but if we have to recast, then we can recast. I like the little. I like the just have that little thing. I also really wanted Bond to talk to MoneyPay because she really stuck her neck out for him in this film. Yeah, I think you're right to do so. It's a cleanup after the adventure. Yeah, I think it's good to have a little closure. Also, at the time when we filmed this, we thought this was it. This is it. This is the last scene. We're done with Bond after this. We didn't think we were going to make it anymore after this. We were like, okay, let's have a proper finale. Let's have a proper ending. Let's wrap it all up and be done. Got some closure with Q as well. Q even calls him James. It's kind of nice. Yeah, it's a fitting end. Yeah, it is a fitting end. It is a great ending. I like this. Except for the fact that when we filmed it at night, it was too dark. Other than that, it's great. Then good closure for Felix. So, all the allies get some good closure. They just walk off, and then Bond and Miranda get their little last banter. To relax. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Oh, James. And we're at the end.
That was awesome.
That was Shadow of Revenge. Yeah, 10 years now. And then it was funny. After we watched it, we uploaded it onto YouTube. But for some reason, it got uploaded in the wrong order. So then we had to get everyone. We're like, yes, because certain parts for some reason didn't upload properly. There were errors, so it was a disaster getting it actually on YouTube as the original part because it was in 15 different parts. Because back then, that was when YouTube uploaded. You could only upload 11 minutes, so we had to upload 15 parts, and it was just a mess to get it fully uploaded for everyone to watch. But once it was, everyone was like, yeah, I liked it. And it still lives on. I'm very happy to see the love it still gets. Here, 10 years later, it still gets a lot of love. Very lovely, guys. Thank you. I'm glad you all joined us. If you're watching this post live stream, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Oh, it's a very sweet song at the end too. Yeah, I love this song. This is my favorite ending song to a Bond film ever. That's why I wanted to make it very much once again one last thing to end the film. A last homage to Living Daylights. We actually miswrote. It's a special thanks to Josh Southgate. It's supposed to be Jake Southgate. Went to all the music soundtracks. But I think there's still a lot of love for the Shadow of Revenge. I'm glad there is. I'm glad people still enjoy this film, even though in a lot of ways it's pretty primitive and it's got a lot of things, mistakes, errors, things that would change. But watching it back now, I've seen a lot more of the things that we were trying to do, and now I've got a lot more love for it now. I think watching it again now, it's a good film. I'm glad we made it. James Bond will return in Reflection of the Soul. And in 3 years, we will do the watch party for that one. That's Fan Bond film. A lot of fun to rewatch it with your commentary. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We enjoyed watching it with you guys. That was fun. This video will still be out online, so for people, if you really want to rewatch it, try to just keep up with the film. We put some time codes throughout, so check out the Blue Diamond website. Any final things to say, Jake? Any final thoughts?
Just that it's been a while since I've seen this film, and it's every bit as good as I thought it was.
Thank you. I kind of now see a little bit more why people like it almost as much as Reflection of the Soul. Why they're so neck and neck when people talk, because there are a lot of technical things that are better with Reflection of the Soul, but I think we got a few of the more personal things better in the Shadow of Revenge. I think we lost some of that because I was too busy worrying about the technical stuff to get everything, all the personal side down with Reflection of the Soul. I was so busy worried about technical, I didn't get all those little tiny moments that you see throughout the film. We had a large crew. DEP Film says it's an influential movie, not only within the fan community, but also within the independent filmmaking community on YouTube. I'm glad it still does influence people. Yeah. I'm very happy for that. I'm very glad people will still appreciate it 10 years later. It's gotten a lot of love. I wish it was still on YouTube. I kind of wish I hadn't deleted it because now, as I've seen, YouTube kind of goes back and forth on muting videos. If I had known that back then, I wouldn't have gotten rid of it because back then it had like 3 million views and it's gone. But yeah, check out the bonus features. The playlist is on my channel. There's a playlist for my James Bond fan films. If you watch, you can watch all the special features that are still on there. I think the alternate ending, the GoldenEye style ending, is gone, unfortunately, because I used the Experience of Love song and they got rid of it for that reason. But all the rest of it should be up there. The outtakes are great, are hilarious. The deleted scenes are on there. The behind the scenes documentary is still on there. So if you want to watch those, you can. It proved that these ambitious movies were possible to make even if you didn't have all the resources. That's inspiring. Yeah, it was tough. I mean, it took a long time to make. A lot of people got tired of waiting. They were just like, you're never going to finish this movie, are you? And there were times where I was wondering if we were going to be able to finish. But we did. We managed to make it work. It kind of burned us out. A lot of people were done. No more films. People were done. So that's why it took till March. Well, we started filming again in February of 2011 before we started filming again. So it took a while. So we will get closure with the next film. No spoilers, and good luck with the next film. You're really inspired to making films, says Tony Down Under. Yes, it will be full-on closure. No, I'm not spoiling anything, but there will be closure to the Blue Diamond universe. There are callbacks and tie-ins from all 3 previous movies: Price of Loyalty, Shadow of Revenge, and Reflection of the Soul. And it's all going to be tied up in a nice little bow and ended. Because while I do want to make one more film, it's like I keep saying, oh, this is the last one, but I don't want to keep doing that forever. So I think that's pretty much it. Unless you guys have any last questions, I'll give you guys a moment because I do want to go ahead and end this live stream soon. We've been going at it for 2 hours and 34 minutes. It's a long live stream.
Yes.
But it's a 2 hour, 22-minute long film. So the longest one we've ever made independently. Obviously, the martial law movies were longer. But besides that, yeah, even The War's End, the Survivor movie, was only 2 hours and 10 minutes long. That's pretty much it. Reflection of Souls came out 3 years later. But yeah, we took some time before we were able to. We started filming like the lost scene and stuff. Glad you guys didn't stop there. Yeah, it really looked like we did. It was looking bad because we tried filming the contingency plan. That was the next film that was supposed to come out. Was the contingency plan? It was that's the reason why the jacket guy got away. He was going to be a character in the contingency plan. He was going to be a character called the Rook. He was going to be this assassin guy. And yeah, so we were trying to set up for that movie, and that film just never could get off the ground. Tried that, tried a few other projects, couldn't get them off the ground. Yeah, it took till February, and then I just came with the idea, hey, let's just get together. There were 4 of us. Let's make a 80s action type movie, and we made the Lost Scene. And then a few weeks later, I went out and was like, hey, I'm going to make the pilot episode to a TV series. It probably won't get off the ground, but I'll make the pilot. I made The Survivor. And boom, suddenly Blue Diamond was back. And then we made The Survivor Season 1. The Lost Scene 2 came out, then The Computer Network, and the rest just goes from there. So, yeah, this was a benchmark film for us, so I was glad. Another legend was born from that. Yeah, Edward Niven, of course, the hero. Didn't know what that was going to lead into. YouTube was very different when this movie came out, too. The YouTuber wasn't around. HD was just becoming a thing on YouTube. That's why, at this time, I wasn't worried about the quality of the film. This was the last film we used those cameras. Those old cameras, those DV. After that, we started using HD camcorders, so got better quality. Yeah, this kind of ended a mini era within Phase 1. This was the origins era of Phase 1, and then we get into the main era of Phase 1 after that. So I've always kind of broken up Phase 1 in 2 eras. There's the Price, Loyalty, Share, Revenge beginning part, and then there's the second half. So, yeah. Any last questions, or we'll go ahead and wrap this up? So I'll give you guys about a minute. Yeah, I'm happy with the film. I'm glad you all joined us. This is a good time. If you're rewatching this, yeah, be sure to leave a comment, mention anything, ask any questions you like. I'll be sure to answer them as best I can. Been keeping pretty busy here, trying to get the next one filmed. Of course, we'll try to do another watch party for, I guess, it'll either be for probably the Lost Scene, or we might do something for the Survivor. I'm not sure about Survivor Season 1. Might do that for like when the finale aired of Season 1 and watch all the episodes, or do something. Or we might do watch every episode. I might do a watch party for every episode. I don't know. Yeah. I do remember starting out with cassette cameras, and then over the years upgrading, moving to digital, and then HD. Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, totally agree with you on that. Yeah, I think that pretty much does it. Yeah, hopefully we'll do some more watch parties like this. I'm glad you all joined me. There were several of you guys involved, so thanks for coming out. I think I'll let it go to 2 hours and 40 minutes. So if you guys have anything else to say in the next minute and a half, please go ahead and say. I think me and Jake are ready to go and have some dinner now. We've been just eating snacks and stuff.
I'm just getting the trash mostly.
I wanted to do this. It's so weird seeing this now. I was 9 when this came out. Yeah, no, Jermaine. I mean, I was 20 when this came out. Now I'm 30. Thanks so much for hosting and spending the time. Yeah, I just wanted to do something for the fans. We didn't have a commentary track over this one. This was our... You were 16, yeah. And... yeah, we never had a commentary track. So this was my chance to kind of do that and talk about the film and really reflect on it. I mean, I've reflected a little bit in the retrospective series a couple of years ago, but really watching it and talking about it and talking it out has really showed me a lot with this film. And I got a newfound respect really for this film, to be honest. There's a lot in it, a lot of gems. There's a lot of bad stuff. I mean, obviously we could have done a lot better, but second film, we were learning as we went at that point. I was still a few years off before I even start taking film classes. Thank you so much. Take care. All right. I think this will wrap it up. Yes, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Check out the Blue Diamond website. You can find the link on my channel in the community tab. So check out that website. Hopefully we're doing some more live streams soon. You learn best by doing, but already got some unique at the core here. Yeah, very true. Very good words there, DEP Films. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Definitely we'll be doing more stuff. We'll keep you posted. Keep an eye on the community tab. I'm posting up stuff a lot there now because I don't right now have editing software, so putting out videos is a little harder announcements. Check out the Facebook page as well, besides the website. So we'll be doing both. And yeah, happy 10th anniversary to the Shadow of Revenge, people. And thanks for joining us. And you all have a good night. And I will say, the name is Bond. James Bond. And good night, everyone.